How many times have you been doing great all day and then suddenly you're hit with an overwhelming craving? But what if I told you there's actually a way to retrain how your brain responds to food? What if you could reduce those intense cravings, quiet that constant food noise in your head, and finally feel in control around food? That's exactly what ExoMind does. And in this video, I'm going to explain what ExoMind is, how it works, why it's so effective for weight loss, and how it can be the missing piece in your weight loss journey. Before we dive in, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our weight loss and wellness content. All right. Let's get into it. What is ExoMind? Let's start with the basics. ExoMind is a revolutionary neuroscience-based therapy device that's specifically designed to help reduce food cravings and support weight loss. It's a non-invasive treatment that uses advanced technology to actually retrain your brain's response to food. Now, I know what you might be thinking. A device that retrains your brain? That sounds like science fiction. But here's the thing. This is real, proven neuroscience. ExoMind uses a technology called transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS. Think about it this way. Most weight loss programs focus on what you eat and how much you exercise. And both things are important, but they completely ignore the biggest obstacle to your weight loss success, your brain. Your brain is what's driving those cravings. Your brain is what's creating constant food noise. ExoMind works directly on your brain to address these issues at their source. It's not a pill, it's not a surgery, and it's not a diet plan. It's a therapy that helps you retrain your brain's relationship with food. ExoMind therapy is typically done as part of a comprehensive weight loss program that includes dietary changes, exercise, and behavioral support. It's not a magic solution that works on its own, but when combined with lifestyle changes, it can be incredibly powerful. The real problem, food cravings and food noise. Before we talk about how ExoMind works, let's talk about the problem it's designed to solve, because this is something that affects millions of people but doesn't get talked about enough. Food cravings and what we call food noise are one of the biggest obstacles to successful weight loss. And if you've experienced this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Food noise is that constant mental chatter about food. It's thinking about what you're going to eat next while you're still eating your current meal. It's planning your entire day around food. It's that voice in your head that won't stop talking about the cookies in the break room or the pizza your coworker is eating. Food cravings are those intense, almost overwhelming urges to eat specific food, usually high calorie, high sugar, or high fat foods. These aren't just mild preferences. These are powerful urges that can feel almost impossible to resist. Here's what most people don't understand. These cravings and this food noise aren't a character flaw. They're not a lack of willpower. They're neurological. They're happening in your brain at a chemical level. Your brain has reward pathways that light up when you eat certain foods, especially those that are high in sugar, fat, and salt. Some of the same pathways that are involved in addiction. When you eat these foods, your brain releases dopamine, which makes you feel good. Your brain remembers this and creates strong associations between these foods and pleasure. Over time, especially if you've been eating a lot of these foods, your brain can become hypersensitive to food cues. You see a commercial for pizza, and suddenly you're craving pizza. You smell cookies baking, and you can't think about anything else. You're stressed, and your brain immediately tells you that food will make you feel better. This is why dieting is so hard. You can have all the willpower in the world, but if your brain is constantly screaming at you to eat, you're fighting an uphill battle. And eventually, most people lose that battle. Not because they're weak, but because they're fighting against powerful neurological forces. This is where ExoMind comes in. How ExoMind works, the science behind it. Now let's talk about how ExoMind actually works, because understanding this will help you appreciate why it's so effective. ExoMind uses transcranial magnetic stimulation to help retrain your brain's response to food. The therapy works by targeting specific neural pathways that are involved in cravings, impulse control, and emotional eating. During an ExoMind session, the applicator is gently placed against the top of your head. It's kind of like going to the gym for your brain, but instead of building muscle, you're building better neural pathways around food, improving neuroplasticity. The technology works to help you with impulsivity control, whether that be to stop food cravings, binge eating, or even food addiction. The beauty of ExoMind is that it's working at a neurological level. You're not just learning strategies to resist cravings. You're actually changing how your brain processes food-related information. It's like updating the software in your brain to have a healthier relationship with food. Here's what happens when ExoMind therapy is working effectively. First, it reduces the intensity of food cravings. Those overwhelming urges to eat specific foods become much more manageable. You might still think about food, but it doesn't have that same powerful pull. Second, it quiets the food noise. That constant mental chatter about food decreases significantly. You're able to focus on other things without food constantly occupying your thoughts. Third, it helps with impulse control. When you do experience a craving or you're faced with tempting food, you're better able to make a conscious choice rather than acting on an impulse. Fourth, it can help reduce emotional eating. Many people eat in response to stress, anxiety, or depression. ExoMind helps you develop better regulation of these emotions so you're less likely to turn for food for comfort. And finally, It helps you feel more satisfied with appropriate portions. You're able to eat a reasonable amount of food and feel content rather than constantly wanting more. The result of all this is that following a healthy eating plan becomes so much easier. You're not constantly fighting against your brain. You're working within your brain to make better choices. ExoMind for weight loss. Why it's so effective. Let's talk specifically about why ExoMind is so effective for weight loss, because this is really the heart of what we're discussing today. The number one reason people fail at weight loss isn't because they don't know what to eat. Most people know that vegetables are healthier than donuts. The reason people fail is because they can't consistently stick to healthy eating patterns due to cravings, food noise, and emotional eating. Think about your own experience. How many times have you started a diet, done great for a few days or even a few weeks, and then had a moment of weakness where you gave in to that craving? And then that one moment turned into a day of overeating, which turned into a week, and suddenly you're right back where you started. This is the cycle that ExoMind helps break. By retraining your brain's response to food, it makes it so much easier to stick to your eating plan consistently. And consistency is the key to weight loss success. Here's what I've observed with our clients at ThinWorks who use ExoMind as part of their weight loss program. They report that they're able to follow their meal plans without feeling deprived or constantly thinking about food. They can go to social events or restaurants and make healthy choices without feeling like they're missing out. They're able to stop eating when they're satisfied rather than eating until they're uncomfortably full. They don't experience those intense evening cravings that used to derail their progress. And they feel more in control around food than they have in years. The weight loss results speak for themselves. When clients combine ExoMind therapy with a structured eating plan, regular exercise, and behavioral support, they typically lose more weight more quickly and more consistently than they would with diet and exercise alone. But here's what's even more important. They're able to maintain their weight loss. Because ExoMind isn't just helping them lose weight, it's helping them develop a healthier relationship with food that they can sustain long term. They're literally rewiring their brain to respond to food in a healthier way. Who can benefit from ExoMind? Now let's talk about who can benefit from ExoMind therapy, because it's not right for everyone, but for the right person, it can be life-changing. ExoMind is particularly beneficial if you struggle with constant food cravings, especially for sweets or carbs. Or if you experience what we call food noise, where you're constantly thinking about food throughout the day. Or if you're an emotional eater who turns to food when stressed, anxious, or depressed. Or if you've tried multiple diets and failed because you couldn't control your cravings. Or if you have a significant amount of weight to lose and need extra support. Or if you feel like food controls you rather than you controlling food. ExoMind works especially well for people who have what we might call a food addiction pattern. These are people who have intense cravings for specific foods, who eat compulsively even when they're not hungry, who feel out of control around certain foods, and who experience guilt and shame around their eating behaviors. If this sounds like you, ExoMind could be the missing piece in your weight loss journey. ExoMind is also great for people who prefer non-pharmaceutical approaches to weight loss. If you don't want to take medications or you can't take them due to other health conditions, ExoMind offers a drug-free alternative that can be just as effective. It's also ideal for people who are committed to making lasting changes. ExoMind requires a series of sessions and active participation. You're not just passively receiving treatment, you're actively learning to retrain your brain. This requires commitment, but the results can be truly transformative. What to expect during ExoMind therapy? Let's talk about what you can actually expect during ExoMind therapy session, because understanding the process will help you know if it's right for you. An ExoMind session typically lasts about 25 minutes. You'll be laying down comfortably and an applicator is placed on the top of your head. Don't worry, it's completely non-invasive and painless. You won't feel any shocks or discomfort. Many people describe it as a brain massage. Some describe it as a calming, focused experience. You're awake and aware the entire time, and we typically recommend practicing positive affirmations and thinking about positive thoughts during the session. The typical ExoMind protocol usually involves 6 sessions over the course of 3 weeks. The exact number can vary depending on your individual needs. You might start noticing changes after just a few sessions. Some people report that their cravings decrease almost immediately. Others notice that the food noise in their head starts to quiet down. The changes are often gradual, but cumulative, building on each other over time. ExoMind versus other weight loss approaches. Here's the interesting thing. ExoMind and weight loss medications can actually work really well together. Some of our clients at ThinWorks use both. The medication helps with the physical hunger and satiety, while ExoMind helps with the cravings and food noise. Together, they provide comprehensive support for weight loss. ExoMind is also different from traditional therapy or counseling. While therapy can be helpful for understanding the emotional roots of your eating behaviors, ExoMind is actually changing your brain patterns at a neurological level. It's not just talk therapy. It's active brain retraining using advanced technology. Compared to surgical options like gastric bypass, ExoMind is completely non-invasive with no recovery time, no risk of surgical complications, and no permanent changes to your digestive system. It's a much safer option that can still provide significant results. The advantage of ExoMind is it addresses one of the most challenging aspects of weight loss, the neurological drive to eat. For many people, this is the missing piece that makes all the difference. ExoMind as part of a comprehensive weight loss program. Here's something really important that I want to emphasize. ExoMind is not a magic solution that works on its own. It's a powerful tool that works best as part of a comprehensive weight loss program. At ThinWorks, when we incorporate ExoMind therapy, it's always in combination with a structured eating plan, exercise recommendations, behavioral coaching, and ongoing support. This comprehensive approach is what leads to the best results. Think of it this way. ExoMind removes the neurological obstacles that have been preventing you from being successful with diet and exercise. It quiets the cravings and food noise that have derailed your previous efforts. But you still need to make healthy food choices, stay active, and develop new habits and behaviors around food. The beauty of ExoMind is that it makes all of these other components so much easier. When you're not constantly fighting cravings and food noise, you have the mental and emotional energy to focus on meal planning or preparing healthy foods, exercising regularly, and developing healthier coping mechanisms for stress and emotions. Many of our clients say that ExoMind finally allows them to do what they've always known they should do. They've always known they should eat more vegetables and less junk food. They've always known they should exercise regularly, but the cravings and food noise make it feel impossible. ExoMind removes those barriers and allows them to actually implement the healthy behaviors they've been wanting to do all along. How to get started with ExoMind. If you're thinking that ExoMind might be right for you, here's how to get started. First, you need to schedule a consultation with a provider who offers ExoMind therapy. At ThinWorks in Palm Beach Gardens, we're one of the few facilities in the area that offers this cutting-edge technology. During your consultation, we'll evaluate your weight loss history, your eating patterns, your relationship with food, and your goals. We'll assess whether ExoMind therapy is appropriate for you and explain exactly how the process works. If ExoMind is determined to be a good fit, we'll create a customized treatment plan that includes the number of sessions we recommend, the frequency of sessions, and how ExoMind will integrate with your other aspects of your weight loss program. We'll also work with you to develop a comprehensive weight loss plan that includes dietary guidelines, exercise recommendations, and behavioral strategies. Remember, ExoMind works best as part of a complete program, not as a standalone treatment. You'll schedule your ExoMind sessions typically 1 to 2 times per week initially. Each session builds on the previous one, progressively retraining your brain's response to food. Throughout your treatment, we'll monitor your progress, track changes in your cravings and eating behaviors, and adjust your plan as needed. This ongoing support is crucial for long-term success. Combining ExoMind with other treatments. One of the questions I get frequently is whether ExoMind can be combined with other weight loss treatments. The answer is absolutely yes. ExoMind can work really well in combination with weight loss medications. These medications address the physical aspects of hunger and satiety, while ExoMind addresses the neurological aspect. Together, they provide comprehensive support. ExoMind can also be combined with other treatments we offer at like Emsculpt Neo for body contouring, vitamin injections for energy and metabolism support, or hormone optimization if hormonal imbalances are contributing to weight gain. The key is working with a provider who understands all of these different tools and can create a customized treatment plan that addresses your specific needs and goals. The investment, cost, and value. Let's talk about the investment in ExoMind therapy because I know it is an important consideration for many people. ExoMind therapy is an investment in your health and your future. The cost varies on the number of sessions you need and how it's integrated into your overall weight loss program. At ThinWorks, we worked with our clients to create treatment plans that fit their budget. We offer package deals that make the therapy more affordable, and we can discuss payment options that work for your financial situation. When you're considering the cost, it's important to think about the value you're getting. If ExoMind helps you successfully lose weight and keep it off, the health benefits alone are invaluable. Weight loss can reduce your risk of diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, and many other obesity-related conditions. It can reduce your need for other medications, and it can dramatically improve your quality of life. Think about how much money you've already spent on diet, gym memberships, weight loss programs, and supplements that didn't work. ExoMind addresses the root cause of why those things didn't work, your brain's relationship with food. By fixing that, you're setting yourself up for lasting success. Many of our clients say that ExoMind is one of the best investments they've ever made in their health, long-term results, and maintenance. Let's talk about long-term results with ExoMind because this is an important consideration. The brain retraining that happens with ExoMind can have lasting effects. You're not just temporarily suppressing cravings, you're actually changing your neural pathways and creating new, healthier patterns around food. Many clients find that after completing their initial series of ExoMind sessions, they maintain their improved relationship with food long term. The cravings stay manageable, the food noise stays quiet, and they're able to maintain their weight loss. Some clients choose to do periodic maintenance sessions, especially during challenging times, or if they notice old patterns starting to creep back. This is completely normal and can help reinforce the brain retraining. What's important is that ExoMind gives you the tools and the neural foundation to maintain a healthy relationship with food. Over time, as you practice making healthy choices without the interference of constant cravings and food noise, these behaviors become more automatic. You're essentially creating new neural pathways that support healthy eating. The goal is for you to eventually not need ExoMind therapy because your brain has been successfully retrained. But the therapy is always available if you need a tune-up or additional support. The science and safety of ExoMind. Let me address some questions about the science and safety of ExoMind because I know some people might be skeptical about brain-based therapies. ExoMind uses transcranial magnetic stimulation, which has been around for over 4 decades. It's been studied extensively and has been shown to be safe and effective for many impulse-related behaviors such as food addiction, anxiety, and depression. The therapy is completely non-invasive. There are no needles, no medications, and no surgery. You're simply using this advanced technology to help your brain learn new patterns. ExoMind is safe for most people. There are very few contraindications. We do a thorough evaluation during your consultation to ensure it's appropriate for you. The therapy has no significant side effects in the right patient. Some people report feeling relaxed or slightly tired after sessions, similar to how you might feel after a meditation or deep relaxation. This is completely normal and usually passes quickly. ExoMind is administered by trained professionals who understand the technology and how to customize it for your specific needs. At ThinWorks, our team is extensively trained in ExoMind therapy and committed to providing safe, effective treatment. Why ExoMind is different from everything else you've tried. If you've tried multiple weight loss programs and failed, you might be skeptical about trying something new. I get it. But let me explain why ExoMind is fundamentally different from everything else you've tried. Every diet you've tried has focused on what you eat. Every exercise program has focused on burning calories. Every weight loss pill has tried to suppress your appetite or speed up your metabolism. But none of these approaches address the real problem, your brain. Your brain is what's driving your cravings. Your brain is what's creating that food noise. Your brain is what's making you reach for comfort food when you're stressed. Until you address what's happening in your brain, you're always going to be fighting an uphill battle. ExoMind is the first approach that actually retrains your brain. It's not about willpower. It's not about restriction. It's about changing the fundamental way your brain processes food-related information. This is why people who have failed at every other weight loss approach can succeed with ExoMind. The bottom line, is ExoMind right for you? All right, let's bring this all together. Is ExoMind right for you? If you've been struggling with weight loss because of intense food cravings, constant food noise, or emotional eating, ExoMind could be the game changer you've been looking for. It addresses the neurological aspects of eating that make weight loss so difficult for people. ExoMind isn't a magic solution and it requires commitment to the therapy process. But for the right person, used as part of a comprehensive weight loss program, it can be incredibly powerful. It can finally give you the control over food that you've been seeking, allowing you to make healthy choices you've always wanted to make. The key is working with experienced providers who understand ExoMind therapy and can support you throughout your weight loss journey. If you're in the Palm Beach Gardens area and you're interested in learning more about ExoMind or exploring whether it might be right for you, we'd love to help you at ThinWorks. We're proud to offer ExoMind therapy as part of our comprehensive medically supervised weight loss programs. We'll take the time to understand your unique challenges, evaluate your history with food and weight loss, and create a personalized treatment plan designed specifically for you. Our approach combines the best of medical weight loss with cutting-edge technology like ExoMind, nutritional counseling, behavioral support, and ongoing accountability. We're not just providing a therapy and sending you on your way. We're partnering with you throughout your entire weight loss journey. You can visit our website at thinworks.com to learn more about our weight loss programs and ExoMind therapy, or give us a call to schedule your consultation. We're here to answer all your questions and help you finally achieve the weight loss success you deserve. All right, that's everything you need to know about ExoMind and how it can help with food cravings and weight loss. I hope this video helped you understand what ExoMind is, how it works, and whether it might be the missing piece in your weight loss journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more weight loss and wellness content. And drop a comment below letting me know, do you struggle with food cravings or food noise? Have you tried brain-based therapies, or are you considering ExoMind? I'd love to hear about your experience and answer any questions you might have. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, you don't have to fight your cravings alone. There are innovative tools available to help, and ExoMind might be exactly what you need to finally retrain your brain, take control of your relationship with food, and achieve your weight loss goals. You got this.